pretty simple to be able to,
Welcome to the Landers Electric Body Cam series, where you see what a master electrician sees every single day. Let's get on the road. You know, I'm not much for getting in the water myself, but this is pretty gorgeous. I feel like I take it for granted too much. So we just got to the job site. Let's take a walk inside. Let's go ahead and see how far Paul got. No, it's locked.
nice. We got our can lights cut out in the living room. We got 4 of them, 2 in here. So I want to finish up these living room can lights right here. So if you're looking to install can lights in an existing building, the very first thing that I look at is my layout, right? So I want to make sure that the layout is going to be good. And especially if you have a ceiling fan in the center of the room like that, you really want to make sure that the can lights are far enough away so that when someone's sitting here and the fan is spinning, that it's not going to chop the light as it comes down. The other thing to keep in mind is the joists in here. So there's a second story here. If there's not a second story and you got an attic above, it's much easier. But in here, we have joists. So what joists are is they're wood beams, basically. They're not as thick as a beam, but they're support members that go either this direction or they're gonna go this direction. So to save yourself a whole bunch of holes in the ceiling, you really wanna figure out which direction the joists are going up in the ceiling. So as you can see here, we've already cut out, we found that the joists right there, they go this direction. And you can see we now have a chase all the way through to this last one. We need to go from this can all the way to that can. You can just fish wire all the way through now with fishing rods. So you don't have to cut holes, hole there, hole there, hole there, hole there, you know? It's nice and easy. So find one side where you have a chase. Every now and then you're gonna hit a fire block or another horizontal member, and there's a good chance that you're gonna hit at least one. There's the can, there's all the holes for that. But right up here, there was a horizontal member right there. So we did have to cut one more hole just to get through that. And now we're gonna pull all the wire and we're gonna make up the can lights. So let's get on it. So we got to grab the 14.2 for these can lights. They draw almost next to nothing, so we don't need to pull number 12 gauge or number 10, nothing like that. So I use these Milwaukee fish sticks right here. Links in the description if you need them, but these ones work really well. So as far as pricing, they usually charge about 300 bucks a can, maybe 275, depending on which can they want.
So while we're pulling in this wire right here, I just wanted to share with you, a friend of mine owns a company called Tasco, and he started this out of his garage. He's not a huge corporation. They're family owned and operated. They all work on the business together, and they sell amazing mountain biking and dirt biking apparel and gear. So he's got gloves, he's got shirts, he's got hats, he's got anything you guys need for riding. The link down in the description will get you 20% off. So let's check it out.
Easy task to get taken care of if you've done it even one time, and pretty simple to be able to, stupid. Don't do that. There we go. Good to go. 2. We'll go push our 3rd one. Always leave yourself a little tail so you're not fighting with the tape. So every time you rip it off, pull off a little bit extra, just just leave a tail and then leave a tail on this side too. Should just go right through. The weight of those fish sticks just kind of, gotta go pull it on that side. There we go. There it is. Make sure you cut it off when you're holding it though. Come on. Honestly, that makes it really easy for these two because it's only a single hit, you know? So the last step is we need to get a switch leg. So here's our switch right here. We just need to go from this switch, get up and out. We're just gonna hit our first can light right there. So that'll give us power from the switch here, straight up, and then hit all 4 of those cans right there. Now, a lot of you guys might disagree with me here, but I'm gonna say it anyways. When I go to get into these walls, as a contractor, I don't know what's behind them. I don't know if there's a water pipe right here. I don't know what's in this wall. Chances are in an exterior wall like this, there's probably nothing. So if I check on the back side, yeah, I mean, there's no water out here. I mean, there's a little, looks like a drain line over there. It could be water, but here's the main that comes in right here. There's a water main. I don't know if anything's in this wall. So what I always do, I just take a sledgehammer. I just break out a hole, right? And then I can reach my hand in here, just like this, and I can feel, okay, here's the wire, right? Wire's right there. Nothing else is in here. There's more wires right here. Okay, we're good to go. So I can break this a little bit more, right? And then once you're done, you can clean this up really nice for the drywallers, right? So you can make it look like a nice hole, like as though you cut it out. But I'll tell you what, you might think that we shouldn't use a sledgehammer because it's too messy, but I'll tell you what, the second that you go on a job and you hit a water pipe and you have to deal with that whole situation, you're gonna use a sledgehammer from now on. So definitely don't wanna have to deal with that. Open up this switch right here, get all these out of here. There we go. So this is all gonna be live right now, I believe. Always double check, right? Yeah, it's all hot. So we need to get a wire in here, so we're gonna go find this circuit. So to find what circuit feeds anything really, what circuit feeds a specific location, I just stick my hot stick in there. This is my favorite one. This is the Fluke. I don't know what the model number is. I'll post it in the description below, but I've been using this one for like 15 years, so get it stuck in there somewhere. There we go. And then you can just listen for the sound, right? To go out. And it's easy when you're in an empty house like this. There it is, right there. Yep, it's that last one, so I'll turn everything else back on. Leave that one off. Now, keep in mind, you could have a situation where you have multiple circuits in the same box. So you wanna make sure that you are safe. We wanna get rid of this. This is actually gonna turn into a, what do you call it? A ceiling fan and a light. So we're gonna have a combo in here. So once I get this open, then I will double check again. Make sure nothing's in there. Man, I think we just need to put a new box in here. This is garbage. Man, that breeze from the beach is so nice. We're gonna put a new box in here. So if you wanna install a junction box, I just get on the edge over here with this. I just literally just break it out. All right, so we need to go. You do want to be somewhat careful so that you don't mess up the wires, right? And then really we want to label all the wires that are together, because if we take them apart, we don't want to mess up what's going on in the rest of the house. So
This one's not even connected right here. For those ones, I'll just take my dikes right here, break it sideways. And you should be able to just get these out, just like that. This is all gonna have to get repaired here. Yeah, you can see these old they just fall apart, man. Just like that. Cut my finger a little bit. Get in here. Here we go. Get it out. Anywhere you have like 3 blacks or multiple blacks all wired together and then something tailing off of that, that's typically gonna be your hot wire. So those are both constant hots. That's what we call constant. So they were not on the switch. This is our switch leg right here. So I'm just gonna clip it. This one was not connected to anything. So we'll leave the caps on there to remind us what those are. These are the boxes that I like to use. These are my favorite. These ones right here, the adjustable ones. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're worth every penny because you can get the face of this box exactly to where you want it. And even if the drywall ends up with a whole bunch of mud or something, or the drywall sunk back a little bit, you can scoot this back. Just take your drill like this, right there, and that bracket, it moves back and forth. So it's super nice to have. We just take the tin snips, like that, right there. It's good enough. And we will need to break out a little bit more of this. Another quick tip, you usually go backwards. So forward to get through it, and then backwards to blow out the hole. So that these threads, these ones are smaller, so it would have gone through no problem, but a lot of times the screw is just as thick, the wood screw, and you want to blow that out so it doesn't get all caught up on that. Put those in there, just like that. Here with these ones. And I just realized I'm skipping a step. The whole purpose for this was to add a switch leg for the new can lights and the fan. Okay, so we need 2 switch legs. I'm gonna pull a 14.2 for the can lights, 14.3 for the fan. The fan usually has a fan and a light, so we wanna make sure that we have 2 hots, right? We wanna make sure we have a black and a red, 2 separate switch legs. Here, we're actually not gonna use the red because they're gonna use a remote on their fan, but I still wanna make sure that the red is in the box. Does that make sense? In case they ever change the fan, we wanna make sure that they have that. Don't cheap out and only buy 14.2 without that extra red, just because it saves you a little bit of money. If you're gonna do this, do it right and pull in that extra wire in case they need it. So then we wanna make sure that these are long enough to go all the way where they're gonna go. So we got plenty right here. So this one we're gonna come up and over, and I just add a little bit, chop that off. So these are the can lights that I like to use. The Halos 6-inch cans, they're super bright, 1275 lumen, 75 watts. Draw almost nothing, and you can change all your color. And this one you can even select your different lumens, which is actually selecting your wattage. So these are pretty phenomenal lights. So I always disconnect the light first so we don't accidentally drop the whole thing. Let's find a safe spot to set it. Never set it on the lens because you're gonna scratch up the paint right here. These ones are super simple. Pull the wires out. I like to strip my wire first. Get myself enough. Get that opened up. And then obviously I'll pull back past what I just slid open so I don't accidentally leave that in there. Open this up. Just like this. Get your diagonal cutters right here, just like that. And then it's got these 2 notches right here. Just pop that out. I'm actually gonna use the other one. So that just pops in there like that. And what I do is I just fold it over, get rid of that paper, come this direction, and then I'll go back. And then, quick tip right here, stagger these so that the Wagos stagger themselves as they tie in, right? So the first one's gonna be like right there, second one right here, and the third one right there. Makes it so they fit in there really easy. Let's see who this is. Scam all day long. Bob's Bait and Tackle, how may I help you? No answer. All right. So then, very nice and easy, carefully, just stab it in. You don't want the copper sticking out the back, right? That's how you get shorts. So that's good. Second one, get the ground in there. Third one, pop the neutral in. And then these should just sit nice and clean in there. Just like that. Always set your color temperature before you pop it up. Most people nowadays like 3,500 Kelvin. So I always double check. Sometimes these are a little stuck. So go back and forth a bit and then go 1, 2 to the center. Double check it, 1, 2 to the center. And then I want full wattage or full lumens. So I'm going up to 1,200. Let me go grab the can light. Right here. All right, so after that, this only goes in one direction. You can see, I don't know if you can see there, but there's a little nub inside there that lines up with this nub right here. So it only goes one way, you can't mess it up. Well, I guess you could mess it up, but push it all the way in tight and then tighten this down to grab it, right? And then you can get this, pop it up, just like that. There it is, just like that. All right, so it's 3:40. We are done over there for today. For those of you who don't know, watch the next video we come out with. We'll pick it up right where we left off. For right now though, we're gonna go to North San Diego. That call that we got earlier, we're gonna go check out that job. He needs a EV charger installed and some other work done around the house. So we're gonna go give him a quote. So we'll see you there. Yeah,
it's a mess.
This is how it's done a lot.
And then I got 2 exterior plugs on that outside wall.
Okay.
Like I use this one for my compressor a lot, which I don't mind it. This one right here I use for my compressor, so I kind of dig it right there.
Okay.
There's one there on the end.
Got it.
I'd like that flipped inside eventually, you know, because I do a lot of work in the garage.
Okay.
I don't have enough plugs in here.
Got it.
For the most part. I mean, that's just a matter of turning it into the wall on that side and plugging it up. I mean, I can do all that.
Where can you park?
So, I can park here for the test.
To where we would just poke in right over there?
Yeah, that'd be the best move.
You can park over there.
Yeah, because if you can see,
poke in
like,
right
there's
there.
like 2 feet on that back corner.
Right.
That's protruding that can come off that box, and you can go in there if you want.
Okay, let's go look at that box real quick.
You just let me know what you think.
Yeah, let's look at this box.
Leave the watermelons inside. I don't know if you know an HVAC guy, but if
I know a good one. Yeah, if you need
I got a
one.
mini. Well, I have ducting, and I don't know if it'd be cheaper to get an air conditioning to go under the house with a heater and pipe it into the ducting, or just have you put a mini split in the back of the house.
Got it. Yeah, we can do that. Well, I'm just worried about your load is the most important thing.
It's not a lot.
Let's see how this thing's wired real quick.
So, like I said, this place is built in '74, and I don't know if they did much to it.
I was wondering if they did that.
What is it?
So, yeah. So basically what they did is they tapped off your main twice. So you have the main feeders that are going to that panel that we looked at inside. And then they came off of this with the smaller. That's why I was saying, and they came to the sub panel. Right. That's right. That's why I was saying I don't really want to put a car charger on here because this is probably, that's number 2's.
Yeah.
Which is rated for 100 amps, so we could potentially do that, but
I want to do what's the right way to do it. What is all this about, though?
That's Jerry did that.
Yeah.
He rigged it in, you know?
Yeah, I think this maybe is the 30 amp that goes down to the garden.
Okay.
One of them is.
What are those 60s? Let's look at that.
Yeah, I think I tapped into part of that. For the,
Did you?
I don't know, maybe.
I love it. Hey,
I'm a gearhead, man.
get it done, man. Get it done.
I don't even do the electrical in the cars.
Yeah. Let's see. You got number
I
twos.
pulled it in.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's never
that's why I
easy.
needed you to come out.
Yeah. So that.
Because it needs more than just a charger put on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if we're gonna do that, like I want to tidy up the rest of that while we're at it.
I mean, honestly, what you.
I mean, a bigger sub panel wouldn't help, or
Well, the problem is you're not allowed to double tap like that off that breaker.
this little run is going to this water heater right here.
That 3/4 is.
That's coming here.
That's a little baby one.
3/4 coming through this water. It's like a sub panel.
And so nobody's living down there, nothing right now.
I built a garden down there.
Okay.
Building the chicken.
So you're not drawing very much.
I'm not drawing anything. I'm not using it at
Okay.
all. I was plugging in my saws and stuff into it when I was building the garden, but I don't need electricity down there.
Got it.
I mean, it'd be cool to have like.
So basically what you're saying is you don't have a whole lot coming off this panel.
I don't think so. I tried to drag my wife out the fall brook.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff like I kind of would like you to do eventually.
Okay.
Let's focus on the level 2, you know, at least.
Yeah.
And then I got a bunch of other things that I kind of want you to do if you can. I used to be a professional athlete and people would say.
Oh, really? What did you do?
Kickboxing and martial arts.
Oh, no way.
I had a couple of martial arts studios here in North County.
It's very
And I
cool.
did some diplomatic escorting for Korean diplomats.
Oh, no way.
I did. That was another life. Now I make a luxury surface material for commercial.
What is that?
So it's flooring resin
Okay.
and high grade automobile pigment.
Dang.
So like there's what the full pattern looks.
So is this flooring or what is it?
No, it's walls, cabinetry, anything you can build out of it. Horizontal, vertical surfaces. I can do any color, any pattern.
There you go.
You know, this one I digitized the stingray skin.
It's very cool.
No one I know who knows me ever thought that I would have an electric car. Ever. But I'm in now.
Well, you got the Continental right there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Very
for it.
cool.
Yeah.
It does.
It needs to be cleaned up, but that's a hot rod right there.
It's a quick one.
Yeah, it's got a 460 in it. I mean, it's a sleeper because it's got airbags, a 460, just like probably 500 horsepower.
Wow. Dang, dude, that thing is killer.
I mean, it's nice on the inside. Like I said, it's a sleeper. It needs to be cleaned up, but it's clean.
That is very cool.
Super clean.
Dang. All right. I got to get going to Bible study.
Sorry,
No, you're fine. Don't say sorry.
Yeah.
I will, I'll get you a quote over for running that stuff and then think on that charger and we'll get it done.